the Emerald Isle, the thriving city of Dublin, and we're glad to have you with us from Aviva Stadium. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The light blue and white of Kenan Stadium. Players of past years have been so strong there, trying to rebuild that school spirit at Chapel Hill. 50,000 strong at Kenan Stadium hope to get this season off to a great start. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Aggies kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They think there's room to run to the right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. On the ground with the counter. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Looking for space. It's Owens. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Running inside. It's Owens.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Reed on the play action. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Edwards. Gets it out fast. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Motion from the wideout. Reed. Rushes on him. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. 1st down, 10 yards to go.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Creates a little room and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Shakes off the defender. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here's Reed to throw. Makes the grab. It's Edwards.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a 1st down. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Morrow. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Run inside. It's Owens. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Play fake, Marcel Reed. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Aggie!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. There he goes! And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Makes the grab on the left. That's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got enough for the first. That's a 20. He's got space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He'll start this drive firing. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion. To the air, it's Edwards.
Working that left side now. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Tar Heels are flying down the field. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but
And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got room on the return. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tar Heels. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Arrington. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Reed. Under fire. Wide open downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Dropping back, it's Reed. He'll off one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to it. Maybe some room here. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Throwing Reed. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half. Moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. A&M comes back out with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Reed. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Running inside. It's Owens. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Play fake, Reed. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 22 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the home squad, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. On the option. He'll toss it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now their offense has got to put some points on the board.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Here's the pressure. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Shoots it to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking left. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can...
There he goes! Touchdown, Aggie! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility football, and you can tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game once. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They're working that left side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that the penalty. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a man. It's Chambers. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Here's Reed to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football.
There's a crease. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13. The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Slithers into space. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
That's caught. It's Johnson. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. Inside his 5. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Motion from the wide receiver. Go, go! From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Back to pass, it's Edwards. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to it. There's some room. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of...
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Tar Heels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. Got a man. It's Thurman. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The old coaching cliche, go player no every week, and for the first week they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.